Good morning, dear students. It is audible. Hello, Dipshi. It is audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only two students are there. What about others?
Joining, sir.
They're joining. Okay. We'll wait for another 2 minutes. Okay, dear student, we'll start the session. See, in the last class, uh, we are discussing about the what are the characteristics of the embedded systems. Once again, we go through the what we are discussing in the previous class. We'll go once again. The characteristic is nothing but behavior. Okay, what is the performance after installing the systems? What is the uh, performance of the particular devices? That thing will be okay. That behavior will be classified into different types. The first one is the application and domain specification, and second is the reactive and real time, and third one is the operation in harsh environment, and fourth one is the distributed system, and fifth one is the small size and weights. Finally, the power concerns. Okay, these are some of the characteristics. Okay, we can easily analyze the what is the performance of the embedded system. If you want to go see, if you want to design anything, any embedded system project means you should analyze the performance by these ways. Okay, the first one is the application domain. A specification means the embedded system is designed only for specific application only. Okay, the specific purpose only. It does not work any other task. Example is that washing machine can only the wash. Okay, that that it cannot cook. Okay, there's the application of the domain specifications, and some certain embedded systems are specific to domain. Example, hearing aids in the application that belongs to the domain of signal processing. It means that it do a specific work. Okay, then they will not do any other task or any other work. And second was the reactive and real time. Here in the certain embedded system are designed to react to the event that occur in the nearby the environment. Initially, I told you people, I'm given the example for the automatic agriculture mechanisms. In the soil sensor, they will sense the every day in real time. It will sense the signals. If any variation will be there in the threshold value, the information will be sent to the main processors or controllers. The control will be react based on this input. Okay, and then embedded systems use sensor. They will take the input from the input and as to actuator to bring the out the required functionalities. Okay, there is a reactive and real time. Real time is nothing but based on the real value, the system will be activated or derive the or some outputs. Okay, reactive means it may be once again reactive or event based, or it may be a trigger based. It will be or it may be a time based. Okay, and next one is the operation in harsh environments. Okay, and certain embedded system also designed for to operate in a harsh environment like temperature of the desert or vessels or some boiler, measuring the temperature of the boilers. Okay, this place we are place some embedded system to get the exact value of the temperature in the particular containers. Okay, that's why see that is the example I'm telling you people, but certain not only for that one, for other also. Okay, for low temperature to measure that. That's why those sensor are be mounted or deployed in the extreme lines, extreme hilly areas. In that we have extremely rainfalls will be there, correct no? And the mountains also. Okay, that should be means that sensor should be capable for withstand this all the environmental constraints. Okay, that's why there is a one kind of testing that okay before deploying any sensor to the particular locations. First you have to test these kind conditions. Okay, ash environment conditions. Okay, that's why the certain embedded systems are designed to operate the in harsh environment like very high temperature of the desert or very low temperature in the mountains. Okay, like that. And the embedded system have to capable of sustaining the environmental condition. It is designed to operate it. Okay, before see we know that where we have to install in the particular environment condition, we should take the consideration of all the things. Okay, based on that you should make the particular sensors. And finally, distributed systems. Okay, certain embedded systems are a part of large system, thus from components of the distributed system. Okay, these components are independent of each other, but they are work together for a larger system to functional properly. Okay, initially I told you people the example is given. There's a automatic teller machine. There's a ATM. It means that there is a n number of embedded system will be working together to perform a particular task. Okay, one more example is there is a car. In a car has an many embedded control system will be there. Nowadays we are knowing that okay all the cars are automated or fully sensored car. Okay, see each sensor are doing the specific work and it has a specific controllers. Okay, if anything is will happen in any part of the components, immediately the particular sensor will send the signal and send to the microcontroller. Okay, that is a display board that will be displayed in the dashboards. Okay, that's why it means there is a n number of sensors are deployed in each part of the cars. Okay, that's why car has many embedded system controlled in the to its dashboard. Okay, each one is independent embedded systems, and the entire car can be set to be function properly only if all the system works together. Okay, any blink will be there in the dashboard means our car is not working proper. It means it shows some error or some problem issues will be there. Like that, they will show the display. It means that everything, all the things will be means all the embedded should be combinedly work together. Then only uh, they will reach their certain goals. Okay, that's called distributed. Okay, distribute the number of systems. Okay, but all this will work together and will get certain achieve the some goals. And the next important characteristic is the small size and weight. Small size and weight. See, given example also, we can see difference between the Apple phone as well as your MI phones. Apple phone is a lightweight. Apple phone will be a this one. MI phone will be a weight will be more, and then okay, see, and then structure also, size also. Okay, that's why so if you want to go design any component is nothing but should more focus on this weight and size of the components. Okay, that's why the embedded system is as it compact in size and as a lightweight will be desirable or more popular than one that is bulky and heavy. Okay, compared to other, which one is more less light, less weight and small size? That product they will choose by the customers. Okay, the example is the currently available the cell phones. Okay, the cell phones that have a maximum features are popular, but also size and weight is also important characteristics. Okay, and finally the last important characteristic is that there is a power concern. Okay, it is a desirable that the power utilizations and that heat dissipation of any embedded system be a low. Some case if more heat is dissipated, then additional unit like heat sinks or cooling fan need to be added to the circuits. If the power is required, then a battery of higher power or more batteries need to be accommodated in the embedded systems. Okay, based on your working operations. Okay, based on your working conditions. Okay, that your embedded system will be consumed more power means we should add some more batteries. to the particular systems. Okay, more consumes, more it will be dissipated in the system. That's why we can also add some of the cooling fans or some heat things to dissipate the particular heats. Okay, due to that one also, what is the disadvantages means the size of the embedded system will be goes on increases. Okay, then cost also be goes on increase. And that's why initially you should analyze the what is the power availability, means power consumptions for the particular circuit. You should analyze. Based on that, you should select a proper battery. Okay, that's why if the more power is required than a battery of higher power, or more batteries are needed to accommodate the embedded systems. These are power concerns. Okay, till up to we did in this did in the previous class. Okay, please hold a minute. Okay, see this is regarding about the power concerns. Okay, and then we have a quality wise also we can note the quality characteristics of the embedded system. Then we go for today we'll go for discussing about the quality attributes of the embedded system. Okay, the quality attributes of embedded systems. Okay, these are the attributes that together from the deciding factor about the quality of the embedded systems. Okay, actually we have two quality attributes are there. One is the operational quality attributes and another is the non-operational quality attributes. Okay, these are two types of the quality attributes we'll check in for these embedded systems. One is the operational quality attributes and second is the non-operational quality attributes. Okay, you can see that quality attributes, there's a two types will be there, broadly classified into two types. Next, we go for the quality attributions. Okay, actually, these are the attributes that should be related to the operations. Okay, operation wise. Okay, operation or function of the embedded systems. The way an embedded system operates affects its overall qualities. Okay, there is some of the important operational quality attributes are there. One is the response, throughput, reliability, maintainability, security, and safety. Okay, these are some of the important operational quality attributes. Okay, clear about this one. See, we should check the what is the quality of that particular embedded system. Okay, based on these two classification. One is the operation quality attributes, and another one is the non-operational quality attributions. See, these attributes, these quality attributes will be related to the functioning of the embedded systems. Okay, then we can the way an embedded system to operate the effect is a overall quality. Okay, actually this operational mode are a online mode. Okay, then and then we have different quality operational attributes are there. Operational attributes. First is the response. Okay, actually the response is the measure of quickness of the system. Response means how much there should be no delay. Okay, within a fraction quickly the sends the signal and immediately they take the to take the action. Okay, there is a response. How much of response the response will be measured means quickness of the systems. Okay, how much it will be activated, how much the system will be fast. Okay, there's a response, and also it gives an idea about how fast your system is tracking the input variable. Okay, so it means that we are input you are taken from the sensors. Okay, how much of data, how much of system will be how much of data I will take from this extract from this input variable. Means that is a quickness. Okay, it gives an idea about the how fast your system is tracking the input variables. And most of the embedded system demand fast response, which should be a real time. Okay, the most of the system, okay, what we are seeing in our daily life, everything will be, all the embedded system will be real time only, correct? No, that's why uh, this system demand for the fast response, which should be a real time. If you take an example of our mobile phones, okay, that also very quick. If you want to open, means immediately open the application and you can easily see that one, see the what are the things are there inside the application. Based on the application, we can activate some of the sensors. Okay, there's one kind of embedded systems. Okay, that thing will be working in the real time only. Okay, and then next one is the throughput. Okay, throughput is deal the efficiency of the systems. Okay, throughput will be deal the efficiency, what is the exact efficiency of the system, and also it can be defined as the rate of productions of process, a different process over a stated period of time. Okay, please hold a minute. Okay, see, throughput is nothing but it is a deals with the efficiency. Dear student, it is audible now? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
ಅರ್ಥ
Yes,
ಆಗ್ತಾ
sir.
ಇರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? Okay. See here, next type of important parameters, important operation qualities attributes are, for the first one is the response. Response means how much our system will be uh, response. Okay, in a quickness of the systems, that we can call the response. Okay, and then how much, and also this gives an idea about how much of your system will be tracking in the input variables. Alva, see, we have some different input variable will be different in the different areas. They should be take the data within quickly. Okay, based on that, the output will be activated, correct? Now that's also quickness, the fastness. Okay, then most of the embedded system, it will be worked on the real time only. That's why how much your system will be response with the other variables. And second one is the throughput. Throughput is nothing but it deals with the efficiency of the systems. Okay, it is also can be defined as the rate of production or process of the different process over a started period of time. That is the throughput. How much of efficiency will get from this embedded system, that will be measured by this throughputs. Okay, in communication systems, okay, there's a the efficiency will be how they are calculated calculated through this throughput only. Okay, in computer networking, okay, we have CCN now. The CCN, how to calculate the efficiency through the throughput only. Okay, that's why throughput is nothing but it's the efficiency of your to calculate the efficiency of your system, okay, of the embedded system. It is also can be defined as the rate of production of a different process over a started period of time. And also in case of card readers, could take an example for the how to identify the efficiency for the particular embedded system. In case of card reader, like the ones used in buses, throughput means how much transaction the reader can perform in a minute or an hour day. Okay, there is an example to calculating the throughputs. Okay, and next one is the reliability. This is very important. How much if reliable, capable to measure all the things functional. That's the reliabilities. The reliability is a measure of how much percentage you depend upon the proper functioning of the systems. It's called reliability. Okay, mean time between failures and mean time to repair are term used in defining system reliabilities. Reliability means nothing but the system should work in a all time. Okay, if suppose there's outages will be there, outages will be happened in your system, means over time the reliability goes down. Okay, that's why the mean time between the failures and mean time to repair are terms used defined as the defended system reliability. And mean time between failures can be defined as the average time of the system is a functioning before a failure will be occurs. And mean time to repair can be defined as the average time the system has to spend the repairs. Okay, see, mean time failure is nothing but we don't know some abnormal condition what happen, the failure will be happen. Okay, the particular during the functioning the failure will be occurs. Okay, mean time repair is nothing but how much time it will take to repair that one. Okay, considering these two performance to this time period, then we have calculate the what is the exact reliability in the embedded systems. Okay, there is even minor failures also will be there, sometimes major failure will be there. Okay, that's why. Okay, this based on this one we can check the reliability of the systems. Okay, that's why there's a mean time between failure and repair. Okay, that terms are used as a defining the reliability systems. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಯಾವ ತರ ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಸಮ್ ಔಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ರಿಪೇರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. Okay, based on these conditions we can tell that what is the reliability of your system or embedded system. Okay, that's why the reliability is a measure of how much percentage you rely upon the proper functioning of the system. And mean time between the failure and mean time to repair are term used in defining system reliability. And mean time between the failures can be used defined as the average time the system is functioning before a failure occurs. And mean time repair can be defined as an average time the systems has spent in a repairing. Okay, and next is these are next important attributes, quality attribute is the maintenance. Okay, we are see maintenance means we take an example, you buy a car or bike. Okay, you should not proper maintaining your car and bike. What will you do? Automatically decreasing the efficiency. See, for every appliances or every components you should properly maintain, weekly maintenance or monthly maintenance. Okay, if you're not properly if you're not doing the proper maintenance ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they causes some failures. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, and then they will also cause some technical issues also. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಕಾರ್ ತಾಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಾರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ some time period what again some periodical maintenance will be there. You should go to the service station. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಆಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆಯಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ದೆನ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ದ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಆರ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡಿಕ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯುವರ್ ಕಾರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ನೀವೇನಾರ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓವರ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಕರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಗೇನ್ ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ the maintainability is very important for all the sectors, not only for embedded system, for all the sectors. Okay, see, that's why the maintainability deals with the support and maintenance to the end user or client in case of technical issues and product failures on the basis of routine system checkup. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಂಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ TV or any mobiles. Okay, now mobiles there is no periodic maintenance. Okay, if any issues will be happen means through the client only they will rectify the technical issues and repair your systems. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? In cars ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, there's a end users. Okay, after buying the product means you should do the maintenance. Okay, suppose there is a major will be there means the client or some of the companies. Okay, companies they will take the initiating for maintaining the particular product. Okay, but in the embedded system, after deploying the systems, that should be taken over by the end user or a client in case of technical issues and product failures, or the basis of routine system checkup. Okay, and then there's a two classification is there in the maintainabilities. One is the scheduled or periodic maintenance, and maintenance to unexpected failures. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ unexpected ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ unexpected failures. Okay, there is a maintenance to unexpected failures or maintenance schedule or periodically. Okay, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಬೈಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ there is some schedules ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, 1500 ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಮ್ 2 months ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪೀರಿಯಡಿಕ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay, that's why the maintainability classified into two categories. One is scheduled or periodic maintenance. Second was the maintenance to unexpected failures. Okay, the coming to the first one, scheduled or periodic maintenance. Okay, this is the maintenance that is required regularly after a period time interval. Okay, example, taking the example of the car, or if you're taking the example of the air conditioners. Okay, after some time period you should cleaning the air conditioner and refilling the refilling the what is that cartridge, or refilling the compressed gas. Okay, there's a periodic maintenance. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಸಿಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನಾರ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅದು ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಗಿವನ್ some warranties, and then on given some periodic maintenance chart. Okay, based on that you should cleaning the AC conditioner, refilling the this one, what is that, gases, like that. There's an example. This is one of another example is the car. You take car, there's a periodic maintenance after 5,000, after 10,000, after 20,000 you should go and do the services, take the services. Okay, there's a periodic maintenance, or it is also called as a scheduled maintenance. And maintenance to unexpected failures. Okay, this involves the maintenance due to sudden breakdown in the following in the functioning of the systems. Okay, like see air conditions. Okay, it is not turning on. Some failures, some hardware elements will be the hardware component is not working. Due to that condition, the our AC is not working. There's an unexpected failure. We don't know that way. Unexpected it will be happen. Like example, air conditioner is not powering on, other printer not taking the print in spite of full paper stack. Okay, suppose you taken a car. Okay, in our car ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, immediately something in our engine ಅಲ್ಲಿ block ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, there is unexpected failures. Okay, like that in embedded system, you have deploying some of the sensor in the area means the sensor will be sometime what happen based on some environmental conditions, the sensor will be failed. There is unexpected fails. What do you do for that one? Then you should go and check the what is the conditions. Otherwise, the replace the particular sensors. Okay, this is unexpected failures. Okay, this involves the maintenance due to the sudden breakdown in the functioning of the system. Okay, it is working, but it is suddenly some failure will be occur in the systems. Okay, that is called as a, that also one of the maintenance. Okay, it does also take some time to repair the particular sensor or particular the system. Okay, see based on this also they will see. That's why initially I told you people in the real bit will be based on your mean time repair, and then they take the difference between the mean time failures and mean time repairs. Okay, here also the failure will be occur, and how much time to recover to overcome these failures, how much time period they will take. Okay, based on also they will calculate the reliabilities. Okay, coming to this maintainabilities. Okay, these unexpected failures, some breakdown will be sudden breakdown will be happened in the functioning of the systems. Okay, it causes the unexpected failures. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this? Any doubt?
No, sir.
And next important is the security as security. Okay, security is about confidentiality, integrity, and availability of three cornerstones of the information security. Security is nothing but the embedded system also. See, what are the information will take from the input that will be sent to the output. Okay, during the sending and receiving the information, your data should be properly secured. ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ if you want to send the message to your friend through this phone, that message should be confidential ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನ ಯಾರು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೊಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ ಅದೇ ಡೇಟಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಡೇಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ ಎರಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎರಸ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ there is some attacks will be happened in the particular transactions of particular transactions. Okay, attacks is nothing but maybe passive attacks or it may be active attacks. ಅಂದ್ರೆ attacks ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ some third party ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಡೇಟಾನ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಎರಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಡೇಟಾನ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ದು ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ದ this is one example I'm given you people. Okay, nowadays we are using the all are using the mobile phones means see how much of security they are given for the networkers. Okay, everything should be confidential ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನೀವೇನ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನಾನು ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. they will lack who are accessing that your information also, that is called as a hacking system. Okay, otherwise if you take an example in the same mobile phone, you can use it as a bank transactions alva. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಿಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮನಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅವ್ರು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ this is see what we are using in a mobile phone, there is a high-ended embedded system components. Correct? Now the mobile phones also would be high-ended, means high level complex embedded systems. Okay, that's why for this also you can give the a proper security. Okay, there's the information securities. Okay, there's a confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, these three words can again we are these are the three keywords for three important parameter for analyzing the information securities. Okay, in the next year again we have a network and cyber security syllabus are there, subject will be there. Again we are discussing about the this kind of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, the confidentiality deals with the protection data from unauthorized disclosure. Okay, they will protect your data from the unauthorized disclosures, and integrity gives the protection from the unauthorized modification. Okay, integrity means it gives the protection from unauthorized modifications, and availability gives the protection from unauthorized users. Okay, that's why these are three important stones for information securities. There's a confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality deals with the protect data from unauthorized disclosures. Integrity gives the protection from unauthorized modification, and availability gives the protection from unauthorized users. Okay, certain embedded system have to make sure that they conform to the security measurements. Okay, that's very important. Okay, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಈಗಲೇ ಸಮ್ ಟ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಮಾಡಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಆ ತರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ which should give the more security for your information. So through these three important, they will take these three important parameters. Okay, this is regarding about the security. Okay, one more example means nothing but there's a turning on, to opening, to close your mobiles by using pin or by using the what is that finger ಅಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ಫೋನ್ ಲಾಕ್ ಅನ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ by using the fingerprints as a locker, safety locker. Means there's a security kind of securities, otherwise some password you have given to give the security for your phone. Okay, there's an example. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Example for electronic safety. Take an example for the mobile phones. How to turn or to lock your mobile phone through the fingerprints or through the some passwords. Okay, and finally the last operational quality attributes, that is the safety. Safety is very important ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾರ ಬೀಳೋದು, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ ನೀವು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಡೀಲ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ that can be happened to the operating person and environment due to the breakdown of the embedded system or due to the emission of the hazard materials from the embedded products. We should give the proper safety. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಷಿನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾರ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ deploys n number of sensors. Okay, and also there is some distributed embedded system also will be there in the system. Okay, any some mechanical action during the mechanical moment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾರ ಮೋಟರ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೋಟರ್ ಶಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಈ ತರ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ a proper security. That's why what you do means you should use a proper casing for that particular system. Okay, casing should be casing ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? That's one of the example. Okay, safety, there's one of the important parameter, the analysis. Safety analysis must be in product engineer to evaluate the anticipated damage and determine the best course of action to bring down the corresponding damage to an acceptable levels. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ನಾವು ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿನೂ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ಹಜಾರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ತರ ನಾವು ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ತರ ನಾವು ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, clear? Safety also will be very important. Okay, in the safety deals with a possible damage that can be operated to the operating person and environment due to the breakdown of the embedded system or due to the emission of the hazardous material from the embedded products. And safety analysis must be see initially you should see before launching the product, initially you should check this analysis, safety analysis for different parameters. Okay, they should evaluate the what are the anticipated damages and what are the best course of action to bring down the consequences of damages to an acceptable level. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ there is a suppose in your washing machine or air conditioner there is high voltage current ಏನಾರ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ how to protect your component. Okay, we are using some of the fusing elements. Okay, initially fusing elements will be blow up. If excess of current will be flowing through your system, means automatically fuse will be blown down. Okay, otherwise there will given some relay circuit breakers. Okay, initially check the signals, then immediately to turn off the whole circuits. Okay, in all the domestic, in all the homes there is a protection elements are there. There's a TP switches. Suppose the if any high rush means high current and high voltage will be flowing to your circuits, immediately they will the relay will be sense abnormal condition and sent to the contactors. The contactor immediately release the open the circuits. Okay, that's the one safety issues ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೇಫ್ಟಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ವಿಚಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೇನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, that's why the safety is very important for this checking the quality of this embedded system. Okay, any doubt regarding this? Any doubt? Okay, these
No,
are the
sir.
important 6 parameters, important operational qualities characteristics in the embedded systems. Any doubt regarding this? No. See, these are the very easy concept, alwa. Tumba easy concept ide. You should see these things. You should be written in own notes also, alwa. Ade ತರ ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, you should take means you should understand first what do you mean by response, what do you mean by throughput, what do you mean by reliability, what do you mean by the see reliability. There's some important technical words are there. You should use the technical words and you should write the write the things. Okay, similar maintainabilities. Again, there's a two technical important words will be there. That is the unexpected failures and then periodic and scheduled maintenance. Okay, then you take any example, not only this example, you take real-time examples and to write the things. Again, security, coming to the security, we have three important parameter we are using to give the proper security for your data: confidentiality, integrity, and the availabilities. Okay, you should tell that what do you mean by confidentiality, what do you mean by integrity, and what do you mean the applications. Okay, see, that is security means you should give the proper security. They should that the data should not arise, the particular data should not manipulated. Okay, you should give the proper security for that your systems. Okay, because everything the embedded system will work with the wireless networking only, not wired. It is a wireless. It is wired means no need for any security. For if you are using for wireless, then we can use the give the proper security. Example, your mobile phones. Okay, this is a wireless embedded system. Okay, you should give the proper securities. That's why what they do means initially there's some encrypted algorithms are implemented before sending the information. Again, in the receiving side, again the decrypting algorithm are used to decoding the original informations. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ, some encryptions algorithm are used to give the proper security for your information. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಯ್ ಅಂತ ಕಳ್ಸಿರ್ತೀರಾ. Okay, I ಅಂತ ಕಳ್ಸಿರ್ತೀರಾ initially. Okay, in your device only that the message will be converted to different form, different ways. ಹಾಗೆ I ಅನ್ನೋದ 2 3 ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Again, in decoding in the decrypting side, in receiving side, again the 2 3 will be converted into I. Okay, there's a different mechanisms are there. Encryption, we have different types of encryption methods are there. Okay, DSS, there's a DE is there, hash is there. Okay, so many types of encryption methods are there. Okay, anyone they can use to protect your data during the transmission, receiving the information between the two users. Okay, and after the security, after the security, safety is important, alwa. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಒಂದು ಕೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಹಾಳಾಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮ್ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾರ ಬರ್ನ್ಔಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವೇನಾರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋನು, ಅವಾಗ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಕೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಒಂದು ಕೇಸಿಂಗ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ. Okay, there's one safety. And then nowadays we can see iPhones. There's IP54 will be there, means there's a highly water resistivity phones are came nowadays. Alwa, nim neerolage bidruve no issues. Okay, that's kind of safety protection has given for the particular phones only. Alwa, ಈಗ all the iPhones ಏನೀಗ ಏನೇನು iPhones ಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಏನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. means that much of safety is given. Okay, normally okay normal phones ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಈಗ MI ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ some other ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೀರೊಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ within a fraction of second your phone ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಫ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. some problems will be created because of the water will be conducting. Okay, if you water enter to the circuit board is what circuit board means what happened. Okay, all the circuits will be interconnected because sensitive means the conductivity will be happen. There will be short circuited in the circuit board and it will be destroyed your phone also. Okay, that's why before launching the system based on the environmental condition, based on the initial condition, internal condition, you can give the a proper security safety for the particular devices. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ್ಯಾ? Okay, today we'll discuss about discuss about the operational quality attributes. So, any doubt regarding this? Any doubt regarding this? Any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay. In the next class, again we have two qualities. Okay, there's a two types will be there. Classification will be broadly classified into two types. Coming to the quality attributes, one is the operation quality attributes, and second is the non-operation quality attributes. Okay, in the next class we are discussing about the non-quality or non-operational quality attributes. Okay, clear? And then today I will give some quiz questions for ARM and DSS. Okay, everyone should take the quiz. Okay, not now. Still I'm not completing that quiz part. Still I'm giving some more questions. Okay, today evening it will be updated. Okay, I will give 1 day time for you for that attending that particular quiz. Okay, everyone should take the quiz. Okay, and respond properly. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Clear about this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubt regarding today's session? If any doubt means any questions? Any questions? Any doubts? See again one more class will be there. 4th hour. Okay, 4th hour again one more class is there now. I'm not taking that class. Okay. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? 4th hour ಇದೆಯಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is I'm not taking because any 1 hour you should take. Okay, 2 hours ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ 2 hours ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 1 hour ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ second hour I'll take already completed, and fourth hour is there na, that hour is not handling. Okay, I will handling after sometimes. Okay, in the evening, otherwise in the evening. Okay, before taking the class I will inform you people. Okay. Okay, dear student, today we'll stop here. Okay, we'll continue the next class. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.